Tonight we are one step closer to achieving the goal of real reform in government. This resolution that we passed tonight makes it clear that this town board stands for government reform, stands for government consolidation, and stands for tax reform by expressing our explicit interest in setting a date for a public hearing on the proposed consolidation plan in Ramapo. Previously, this board's already voted to submit a grant application to New York State in relation to this plan, and I believe that we will be awarded that grant because this is a plan that makes sense for everyone in Ramapo. And when I set out to work on this issue, I did so with the concerns of two groups in mind: taxpayers and the fire community. And so this plan does two things. It benefits taxpayers by lowering the fire taxes that hundreds of families will pay by 28 to 73%, and it provides firefighters and fire administrators with a more efficient system of fire protection and administration. Above all, the money collected for fire taxes will go directly to fire protection, unlike the current system in place, so that firefighters will not have to go through politicians to get the equipment and support they need, but can rather work with an independently elected board of fire commissioners who will have the fire protection experience needed to effectively manage the new consolidated district. The taxpayers of Ramapo have been waiting for too long for a fight to reform government and lower their property taxes, and this is that fight. I cannot thank my fellow board members enough for supporting this proposal and voting unanimously tonight to move it forward. This has not been an easy task, but the support of my colleagues has been a great source of encouragement and an indication to me that this proposal is right for Ramapo. This has not been an easy task, but its very difficulties are what have pushed me forward because, as Theodore Roosevelt once said, it is not the critic who counts. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcoming, but who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, and spends himself in a worthy cause. Now, there is no worthier cause in my belief than that of real reform, no greater purpose for us being here than to make it easier and more affordable for families who live here to stay here. Months ago, when I began work on consolidation, I said that along the way there would be those naysayers and doubters and the old guard of government who would stand in our way. There are people who want to see government stay big and get bigger, people who want to see taxes stay high and get higher. And sure enough, those interests have made it clear that they will oppose any tax reform and any government reform plan. This proposal is the very reason I'm in this office. It's the very reason why I was elected to serve as a councilman in this great town. I made a promise to the people of this town that I would do everything in my power to reduce the size and cost of government and make it more affordable for everyone to live here. And I will not set that goal aside for political or any other reasons. Far too many families are suffering incredible hardships, and they need elected officials to truly represent them by waging a fight on excessive government and taxes. To the taxpayers of Ramapo, this is our fight, and we as a town board are fighting for you. To move forward with this plan, both the town board and the village board of Spring Valley need to set a date for a public hearing on this issue. With this resolution, the town board has expressed its desire to set a public hearing as soon as possible. Tonight, I call upon Spring Valley Mayor Ramy Jasmine to do the right thing for the people of her village and the surrounding areas, to place a resolution for the next village board meeting to set a date for the public hearing so that the voice of the people can be heard and their taxes can be lowered. It is time. I have never been more committed to a fight than I am to this one, never been more convinced of a cause more noble in government than the cause of real reform in our time. This is the fight of our taxpayers, it is the fight of reform, and it is a fight that I am proud to lead in this town, and together it is a fight that we will win. Thank you.